Hello guys, welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. This time no longer let's have a look like in the first video I did about this game, but this time sort of more of a let's play, because this is no longer the demo, this is the real game, because I bought the game. Not only did I buy the game, what does that mean? You can drive around, as in the demo you can drive around for certain companies as a driver. And then you get the truck, you don't have to worry about paying for anything or so, you just do a job and you get paid for that job. Once you are level 2 or 3 or something, you get a call from the bank and they are willing to lend you 100,000 euros or dollars and so on. And then you drive a bit further, but I didn't take that offer, so I drove a bit further, and then you get 2 or 3 levels later you get another call from the bank saying they up your credit to 500,000. So then you can lend 500,000, although in a package of 100,000 and a package of 400,000, stuff like that. I lent or got a loan for 400,000 and I bought this thing. The Scania R360, which is sort of the base truck, the streamlined version. This is sort of the base truck for Scania. It costed me 120 I think, but meanwhile I've upgraded it a bit. There are some other wheels, other rims on it, as you can see, a lot of lights as well, and so on. Have some lights on the rooftop and a light on the front as well, an extra bar there, also a customized license plate and so on, although it's in the, behind your window. But as you can see, all the lights work. Now we are in the Scania dealer, as you can see, and we are in Lille. But now I bought this thing. I'm also no longer as a driver going around, but now I sort of have my own company, RMD Transport, and that means you need to get into business. Also to repay your loan to the bank, I need to pay 5,700 euros a day to the bank to repay the loan. So that's what is going on here. What also is different with being a hired driver is you just go to a certain place, and then you are there, and once your job are done, then you go back to your menu and such like things. If you have this truck, yeah, now I did some job from Brussels to Reims and then from Reims to Lille, and now I'm kind of stuck in Lille. You can go to the map, but I don't think you can, there's no option to apparently to fast travel, for instance to Brussels to my garage. That's where my headquarters is, that's where my garage is. So I need to find a way to get to Brussels, but of course you're running a company, so you do not want to drive in the trailer back to Brussels. In the truck you want to get a job meanwhile. So let's see what is available. That's the only thing we can do. So you click on the you can click on this forklift thing here, and then you get like all the different trailers that are available, and then you can click on the cities that are already discovered. Sure to light it up. We are in Lille. Let's see what is available here. Lille Amsterdam, Lille London, Lille Paris, Lille Reims. Yeah, that's not really an option. Let's see, the nearest town that I already discovered was Calais. Calais Dover, Calais Felixstowe. Nothing to Brussels. Rotterdam. Okie-do. You can click on Brussels, but then if I click on the goal itself, then it says set the GPS. So then you first have to drive to Brussels before you can actually get the job done. So that's not a good idea. Well, we could go to London, I guess. From Lille to London with the Calais, you have to take the boat. 18 tons of cheese, why not? Let's set the GPS. And off we go. Let's have a look first. Some traffic is coming. Well, let's figure out where we need to be. Now there are also, since the demo, I found out a few stuff that you can play around with the cameras. You can also lock it on steering, for instance, and if you steer, then the view changes in the direction that you steer. I'll let that car pass and squeeze in, because apparently we need to be left here somewhere to pick up the trailer. So that's sort of different than in the first video, in the demo that I played. Of course you cannot see the light, so you can play around with the cameras. There are like 8 different cameras, and then you have the steering locked camera, and the you also have an indicator locked, but that's not that convenient. Apparently we need to be here on the left, pick up our trailer. It's not gonna be the middle one, I think the car 4 there. So, which one is what? This one that we said. We take the order. It's that one apparently. Change to camera 5, which I find the most convenient to park. Attach the trailer and off we go. And of course a lot of traffic. You can play this game multiplayer as well, but yeah, that's a bit of a fuss. Then you need to go to trucksmp.com and sort of download the multiplayer mode, let's put it that way. I'm gonna keep it left. Just this set camera, that's what I looked left and right with. It's not that convenient, let's put it that way. Do we have to go here left? Apparently we do. So apparently we're not getting home yet, because there was no cargo available from either Lille or Calais to Brussels, which was earlier, before I started the video, but it updates every couple of minutes, so there are trucks driving here, but there are not those are not like real players, just like AIs. Of course, what you also have to consider is that, for instance, on these French roads, you have like the péage on the on certain highways, where you actually have to pay for the use of the highway. But now that you're owning your own company, that's all for your own to pay, of course. If you get hired as a chauffeur, then it's the company who you're driving for is paying for all that lot. It's not like it's super much money. I mean, it's like 30-40 euros or something. I don't know if we're gonna cross a péage here, but so So we go from Lille to Calais, where we most likely will take the boat or no, the train probably through the channel. Of course, we also need to pay for that. And apparently I also need to take some rest pretty soon. 6 hours and 40 minutes for the next resting period, so that's fine. You can only drive for a certain amount of time, and then you need to take a rest. What's this thing saying? Oh, it is one of those rest parkings where you can go, but that's also you just stop there, you park, and then you can press a button, and then it takes rest, and then you sort of wake up like a couple of hours later instantly. Not like you have to go offline for a few hours. And now that I think of it, it's no longer an R360, it's an R370, because I upgraded it to a Euro6 engine, and that had 370 horsepower instead of 360. But the exit to Brussels, yep, that's where our garage is, our headquarters. But so we're driving to London now, and then yeah, hopefully there will be most likely not, because the connection between London and Brussels is not that convenient. You either have to go over Calais or you have to go through Rotterdam Harbour by boat, that is. So but that's sort of how you run it, eh? You go from Lille to London now. But I do not need that exit here. But that's okay. Here in France, most of these highway things are like 2 lanes, and the exit is an extra lane that's coming into. Sometimes you have to keep an eye on it. Because it's not like a car where you can easily reverse with, so you need to make sure that you're on the right lane. Don't take the wrong exit, or you'll be driving for like a couple of kilometers before you can actually turn around. Tunnel sous la Manche. Guessing that's the French name for the North Sea, although I thought it was Mer du Nord, but apparently not. But it's the exit we need. Sections like this, it's a bit playing around with the cameras, and then usually it's not correct centered again when you put it back. Maybe it can change that. Still figuring it all out. Arriving. Now we need to get on the train, I think. Let's see, this one is locked, this one is locked for trucks, this one is for cars, the next one I guess. Yep, this one is for trucks, according to the Let's see. Possible from Calais to Folkestone, 35 minutes traveling time. It's gonna cost us 300 euros. Okay, up we go. As you can see, it goes pretty fast. Now we need to get out of here. Of course, we are in the UK now. That also means that, well, maybe not here on this parking lot. But once we are on the road, we have to drive on the other side. Exit to the right, apparently. Seems clear. It's double lane exit, so London, here we come. Could use a bit more power though, but the next engines are not available yet. We might be able to do that. I'm already speeding. Speed limit is 30 miles here, which is like 48 kilometers an hour. But your GPS thing will give you the exact number. Drive on the left, please, it says. No traffic, okay. Starting to get dark, we might get some rain. But basically what also happens is, I'm driving with a keyboard here. I kinda mapped my whole game. My whole keyboard, I mean. Because there are so many things, you need lights, you need wipers, you need steering of course, all these different cameras, cruise control. You have like 4 different brakes. You have the normal brakes. You have an engine brake, a trailer brake, parking brake or a handbrake. We need to have the next Dover London, so we need to get the next exit, because if we go straight we're going to Dover to cross the channel again, this time by boat. It's not the idea. It's something to do because the servers are down again at Ubisoft for some reason. Now we come to the most difficult part I find in this game, if you drive with a keyboard, is you need to look to all kind of sides. And so you have to play around with the cameras a bit. Wish that could go smoother a bit. Now we have to center that camera again. What can we do here? 50 miles an hour, that's 80 kilometers, okay. Speed it up a bit. Some guy overtaking me. I'll have to keep an eye on that in the different... you can also play around with the mirrors. You can have no mirrors, extra mirrors, except the ones on your car, but then you have to look right to see through your right mirror, so I usually put the right one up. Another car overtaking me. That's all fine, as long as there is no opposite traffic. 100 kilometers we have to do, but yeah, not sure what the reality is in this game, kilometer wise or miles wise. Of course we are not driving a car, so we have to take wider turns to make the trailer follow us, especially on narrow sections like this. You stopped for us. All things you have to keep an eye on. But it's points like this that I kinda like some power. I can go down a gear, but so you can play around with the GPS as well. You can also put that thing up and use your in-truck GPS thing. But that's like a small screen usually. Apparently it's getting dark as well. Oh well, put the lights on. Services 200 yards. There you can get some fuel, or you can take a rest in case you need it. That's why I was checking the GPS earlier. But we're still good. We can drive for another 4 hours, and our destination is only 1 hour away. Virtual 1 hour. Probably gonna be like a 10-minute drive or so, maybe not even. Cruise control on. So the limited 90 kilometers. Although I saw some people on YouTube or so go way faster, so I'm assuming there is a way to unlock the limiter. But yeah, trying to play it a bit like it should be played. I mean, bit of reality. Speed cameras, but we can do 60 miles an hour, so it's not a problem. That's about 96, 97 kilometers an hour, and the truck can only do 90, so it's all a bit driving on the wrong side, and then all the cameras and all the traffic, and you hit one of those cars, it usually it costs you 400 or 500 euros. What's the situation here? Southampton. That's no good. Come on, Mini, get away. Need to change lanes. Sort of have to anticipate on that, and actually look at the signs. Otherwise you're on that exit and you're in big trouble. gonna stay on this lane by the looks of it. Yep. Suddenly we are doing 30 miles an hour here. Because we arrived in London all of a sudden. Which is a bit of a problem, as you will see. Been here before in one of my starter strips, let's call it that. When I bought the game, yeah, you have to start again. Although you can, if you play the demo, you can go from where you were with the demo. If you don't create a new profile, you can just whatever it is that you had, you can get it. Get traffic last me, boy. Anticipating on the upcoming where we have to go right. Which again, it's gonna be a bit of a problem. Camera wise. And of course you also have to take in consideration that the traffic will first come from the right side this time. That will be the closest lane. There was a car, but apparently he stopped. That's convenient. Kinda works like that. I work with camera 2 and look left and right and then switch back to the cockpit, and then it also doesn't mess up your cameras. Change lanes. See, the next exit is also going to be to the right. You can I now have the steer camera on, but if I put it up, then you can turn the steer and then the actual view doesn't change that much. Traffic lights this time, that's more easier. Put the steering camera back on. Also here, change to camera number 2. Works pretty fine to see the lights, which you often don't see in your cockpit. So once it's green, you put on the cockpit and start again. Not only driving, it's also playing around with the cameras. And then we come to the typical Typical UK thing, these roundabouts. And we found a recruiting office apparently. That's where you can hire a driver or such. Because once you get going you can buy a new truck. Discovered a Volvo dealer here in London. And apparently we need to be here. Drive up here and then you get a selection for where do you want to park this thing. You can skip it, gives you no experience. You can keep it easy. Then it's probably, let's see, yeah. Then it just puts you against the wall there. Pretty easy parking job. Or a bit difficult. We'll go for the difficult one. That gives the most experience points. Also in this case, not that difficult because there are no other trucks about there. So we're just gonna turn around here and then change to camera number 5, which I find the easiest for the parking. It gives green, although a little bit over the line, but never mind. Can put the trailer down if it's green. I get all kind of get a base reward, which is 6,000 euros. Also an experience bonus, a long distance bonus, urgent delivery bonus, things like that. So I get a little bit more. These skills, that's like special content, dangerous stuff, dynamite, fireworks, munition, stuff like that, or chemical products. I have one there, one skill. I have one skill on long distance, valuable, 2 skills, fragile, 1 skill, just in time. That's more based on time, that you have to deliver it pretty quickly. And then eco-friendly driving or something like that. And every time you level up, or every 2 times you level up, I don't know exactly, you can put extra skill points on. And the idea is to get these bars full, I guess. Let's see what situation on the bank is. 365,000 I still need to pay from the 400,000 that I borrowed. I have 299,000 left. So if I get like on that number, I can probably repay it at once. That's what I'm guessing. The garage. That's the situation. Is I only have 1 spot at this moment in the garage. And yeah, I need to upgrade the garage, which will give me 2 extra spots. Then I can buy extra trucks and then hire some drivers. But the upgrade is, what is it? 180,000. So I'm not gonna do that yet. First gonna repay the bank and then go from there. So now we are in London, of course. That's I still haven't found. I don't know if it's even possible, but I see we do have like a little bit of damage as well. That's always sort of a tire thing. Because now we are in London. We have a lot of grey areas as well. So what we're gonna try to do is discover a few of those things, and at the same time have a look if there are any upgrades available. This is a Volvo dealer, but it's not only the Volvo dealer, which is there. You can go in and then have a look for those trucks if you want. But what we're looking for is the repair icon, let's put it that way. But it's not only repair, it's only for upgrades and stuff like that. Find different of these things on the map. So, let's first have a look at the repair. What do we have? Not much damage, just like 91 euros on the wheels. So it's just a bit of wear up by driving. 142. Oh, apparently also 25 euros on the gearbox and 26 euros on the engine. Okay. Repaired. Done with. Upgrades. Let's have a look. The next upgrades are level 8 and level 12 for this. That's like a higher cabin or something. Trailer, I have a 4x2 here. But there are other options available as well. Like at this moment, the normal carry or cargo I can do. Heavy cargo, not so much. The truck is not really made for it. Maneuverability also not that well. It's kind of okay, but on a dirt road or off-road terrain and hills, not so good. So I need more power, that is for sure. Engine-wise, nope, I have the highest available at this moment. Euro 6 it says, and that's the R370. So it's I bought a R360 and now it's an R370 at this moment. Opticruise GRS 895. The difference between those, this is a retard gearbox, whatever that means. Not that familiar with trucks, but apparently it's better than the other one. So I have that one on. Here I have the steering wheel, seen I'm from Belgium. I have the steering wheel on the left, but you can also, for the same price, get the steering wheel to the right if you want. If you're from the UK. Paint jobs. I have this 3-line sticker on it, but you can put metallic or whatever it is you want, or any of the other stickers here. And there are more things available. And you can play around with, as you can see, all kind of colors, whatever it is you want. Then you have, yeah, all these things available. That's where you put the. I have the Sting on now, but you also have Samurai, whatever that is. Oh, that puts the bar a bit lighter. Mirrors. Anything changed? Nope. This is the yeah, it's kind of license plate you make. You can also put another one for your passenger if you want. You can also put the Scania logo on if you want. It's all up to you. It's whatever it is you want yourself. Let's have a look on the tires. No, we have an upgrade available here in Elite Rider. We have dark silver now. Okay, take that one if we want, but not really. And then you can also click on the This is the first. Okay. Have the maximum there. Some extra things there as well. And the same there. Dark silver available. That's fine. And then also those on it, I guess. So you can play around with I cancelled it for now. You can play around with this and you can customize your truck whatever it is you want. And so you keep going like that. I repaired it now. For now I haven't upgraded it. And then you can kill the engine and go from there again. Now, because now we are stuck in London, but as you can see on the navigation thing, I have a few two companies that I think that I still have to discover here, so I'm gonna pay a visit them there now, and then also see if you go there, it will be like a trailer icon, and then you can connect again to somewhere else. I need to get back to Brussels, so somehow I need to get either to Amsterdam or Rotterdam, and then have a look in Amsterdam if there is, or Rotterdam if there is a trip available to Brussels, and then you're sort of back to your HQ. You can park the car or truck in your garage, or you can just leave. I can leave it here. I can quit the game here, and then. But if I come online tomorrow again, yeah, I will be back in London. So yeah, it's not. You sort of want to get back to the HQ somehow. Anyway, a bit of Euro Truck Simulator while the servers of the crew were down. I don't know, might keep it up with a few videos here and there. Throw it in between all the crew stuff to keep this thing going. I have the game now anyway. We'll see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.